Good morning or almost afternoon. This is take 3 on this morning's video. The reason why I'm letting you know this is because sometimes my brain and words just get out of hand and I just start mumbling and spewing words without even thinking about what I'm saying or what I'm doing. I woke up this morning and I had a message on the message board of YouTube from Nellie asking 2 different questions. First question was how mom was doing with what we're doing around the house. Mom's fine. Mom spends most of her time in her 2 rooms by choice, mostly because of the fact that I tried to limit her smoking out here in the main part of the house because of my breathing issues and whatnot. But we've had conversations, we've had family meetings about the American Cozy and what I'd like to do to implement some of the information I'm coming up with, that and a factor. We rearranged the living room a little bit, cleaned it up, decluttered it, and Mom still said it was cluttered in her eyes, but I think the first thing that she looked at was the gallery wall and said that it, said, oh, the room's still cluttered, and I'm like, to her it might be. To me, not so much. Not as bad as it was before. But I've told her what we're doing, what our plans are and what we're rearranging furniture-wise, and the whole 9 yards. And she seemed to be fine. Which for Mom basically means she doesn't care because it's our rooms. I don't know if that's because of the fact that I'm going to end up inheriting the house anyhow or whatnot. So she's not too worried about it. The other question was about my tree, my baby tree. What kind of tree was it? It's maple. It's a variety of maple. What species exactly or subspecies of maple, I'm not sure. I just know by the look of the leaves and whatnot, and I've seen plenty of maple leaves and whatnot, that it's a maple. I thought Mom said purple maple. I'm not sure. I was not here. But yeah, that poor guy needs watering after yesterday's heat wave. I can't water it right now because it's too late. Anything between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. when the sun is at its highest points is the worst time of the day to water a plant, because what's going to happen is the water is going to get superheated that either it evaporates before it gets to moisturize anything, or B, it's going to amplify the heat factor and just cause the tree the roots and the grass and everything else to just die. So the best time of the day to water any kind of outdoor plants and whatnot is early mornings, but between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. or late evenings between 5 p.m. and sundown, or even after sundown. In Arizona, a lot of people have the automated watering system for the yards, and usually they set the timer for like either 6 a.m. or 10 p.m. because of the heat and the sun and whatnot that the Arizona has. It's kind of hard to, it's kind of easy, I should say, to overwater or kill your plants because you watered it at the wrong time of the day. I remember certain things from Arizona because that's when I was learning a lot. But anyhow, one of the main reasons why I got on here today, even though I've got at least one other video on, I have 2 videos waiting in the wings to be put online. One particular video is a reading from the American Cozy book. The other video is just an update of what I did last night. So I have 2 videos for yesterday, but I'm not going to put both of them on at the same time. Or am I? Fudge. I don't know. Because the last night's video was just basically talking about what I did and showed off. You know what? I know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to worry about last night's video. I'm going to just do a quick video this morning because because last night's video was a little bit of a jumble. This one is I'm trying to control this one a little bit better. Let me show you some stuff. Last night, as you guys know, the two side cabinets from the H hutch had crystal and china and wine glasses in there, and I put them all on the buffet. Now, Jerry-Ann and I plan on going through all those glasses, all that glassware and whatnot, before we put it back into the side cabinets after we rearrange furniture. There is still some stuff in the H cabinet. It's mostly antique china and glassware and whatnot that we're going to pile on top of my desk. And what we plan on doing, whether we do it today, tomorrow, or sometime soon, all the stuff that's left in the hutch is going on my desk as neatly as possible, and might have to rearrange and move some stuff from my desk, but that's something I'm willing to do. And then once we get the furniture moved around, we'll slowly start cleaning off my desk and then going through all the crystal and china. But let me show you a few things. Some of the stuff is heavy duty crystal, or lead crystal as they call it, that it's either from my mom or my wife. But then we have some really delicate old pieces, such as this little glass deal, and then some of the other stuff that my wife bought that I have no idea what she's going to do with. We have a couple, we have 2 pewter type goblets, but then the pieces that I want to be left out in the open to view by other people are shot glasses like this. This one's from Munich, Germany. Then we have various wine, little schnapps glasses like this. This one is from Zell, Germany, which is also where the Schwarzkatze, or Black Cat, winery is. That's one of my favorite wineries from Germany. And then this little guy is a shot glass from, I don't know if you can read the lettering out there down there, but it says Altley, Germany, or Altley, which was the town or village that we lived in while we were in Germany. And then one that my father was given while in Germany is from the 50th Tactical Fighting Wing, Flugplatz Hahn, Deutschland, which is basically the Air Force Base, Hahn Air Base, Germany, that my father got while he was in service there. I've got a variety of different German style wine glasses. If you're a fan of my wife, or you view her videos, you'll see the full workup, and you'll see just about every wine glass that I pulled out of the 2 display cabinets. I'm very happy about that. My wife was like, "Did you move the cabinets?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't move the cabinets because 1, I didn't know where to move them to in this room at this point in time, and 2, by the time I got done pulling all the glassware out of the cabinets, I was like done. I had done a whole bunch of work in the guest room, and then I came in here and did all the 2 cabinets and all this china and crystal in between, bending, squatting, stretching, reaching, the whole 9 yards. My whole body was just like, nope. If you don't sit your butt down and just spend the rest of the evening relaxing, you're not going to be able to move the next day. So I was just like, I'm listening to my body today, and I'm done. So that was like a big push, because like I said, yesterday morning I woke up a little cranky. Cranky in the fact that Jerry tried to surprise me and try to make me happier by ordering through DoorDash some goodies from our local Casey's gas station, and the DoorDasher, either Casey's forgot to give it to the DoorDasher, or something happened that 2 items, one of them was a Mountain Dew for me, and the other one was a cheese Danish for Mom, was not in the order. And I was like, we better get reimbursed for those 2 items because they didn't arrive. But anyhow, I ended up going to the grocery store because we needed eggs anyhow, so I got my Mountain Dew then. But yeah, yesterday it started a little rough and ended very. I was very happy at the end of the day because it was a very productive day. Excuse me for a moment. Nose got very itchy, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't pulling out a Rock of Gibraltar. Oh man, okay. Um, but anyhow, I can now delete that little video and not have to worry about it because it was just a little crazy. We are towards the end of this little section of American Cozy. And I wanted to read you this section real quick because I think a lot of us could use, and this is going to be a little bit longer than normal until I get up to where I need to be. This little section is on bedrooms and guest rooms. Now, I know a lot of us who like to entertain have guests of one form or another. Oh, no. I want to take that back. I'm not going to read this because I haven't even read it myself. Heck with it. I'm going to go ahead and read it. And then we can be done for the day. I'm sorry. My brain to mouth ratio is kind of like weighing and waxing because I'm a lot more thoughts than I can talk about. Anyhow, bedrooms and guest rooms. Now, we had already talked about bathrooms and kitchens and dining areas and all those fun rooms. Kitchens, pantries, dining rooms, living. Yeah, okay. So we're into the bedrooms. Now, a lot of people might sit there and go, why do I need to rearrange or declutter or hugify, hagify, cozyfy, however you want to put it, my bedrooms and guest rooms? Well, simply, one, and I haven't even read this yet, I would think the reason why you want your bedroom, especially the guest room, maybe not the bedroom, but especially the guest room, to be a little bit more cozy and comfortable and whatnot, is so it's inviting to your guests. So maybe your guests, whether they're family or friends or whatever, literally want to come back. Not like, oh, I'm going back because it's just right to go visit my family. Not because the factor that the environment that they came into was inviting. But the bedroom, especially for me, if I wake up in a room that is cluttered, which has been happening for the last, I don't know how long, when I wake up in a cluttered room and I feel like I'm boxed in because there's so much stuff in the room, it makes for a bad start. It just makes for an unhappy, uncomfortable start. But anyhow, she says here, bedrooms are sanctuaries, places where we go to shake off the annoyance of the day. They are also deeply personal places that are often decorated to show off the interests and accolades of their owner. It says accolades, okay. Here are some tips to keep your bedroom from becoming cluttered and over fussy. There's a polite way of just saying messy. While bedrooms are used primarily for sleeping, it's important that they not be too dark. A dark bedroom can leave you in a dark mood, as human moods often mirror their surroundings. Instead of relying on a lamp on a bedside table, consider installing ceiling-mounted lights or hanging lights high on one or more of your walls. Okay, in our room lighting, we keep our curtains closed to keep it dark in there so we can sleep. Now, during the daytime, if I spent more time in there, yeah, I'd probably open up those curtains. A lot of times when I go in there to fold clothes or relax or whatnot, I'll open up a curtain. But we have a ceiling fan light, which does a decent job. It doesn't light it up as much as I want to. But we have two hanging lights over our nightstands or over the bed. The particular lights we have are controlled by Alexa or by our phone. They're smart bulbs, as they're called, and you can change the color, you can adjust the brightness, the whole 9 yards. So a lot of times when Jan goes to bed, she'll turn on those two lights. She'll dim mine to about 25% and leave hers on to whatever level she wants until she's ready to lie down. She'll turn hers off, but leave mine dimmed at 25% just so I can see my way into the room. So if you have chandeliers or hanging lights over your bed or whatnot, try to get the smart bulb that you can adjust via verbal command to Alexa if you have Alexa, or even if you have your smartphone. Get them, connect them to your smartphone so you can control the brightness depending on your need. Let's say you have a husband, spouse, whatever, and you're going to bed before them, but you want them to have enough light to come in the room and see their way to the bed without having to turn on all the lights. It's a smart thing to do. I can't remember what the lifetime guarantee is on those bulbs. But anyhow, as she goes here, use warm, inviting colors. You may have heard the old adage to use shades of blue in the bedroom to encourage drowsiness and avoid shades of red or orange, which can create wakefulness. While there is some truth in that, it's important to your home's Hughie quota, or what? I'm sorry, folks. That word is quotient. Hughie quotient, I guess. Sorry. To skip overly colors or overly cool colors. Sorry, such as gray, slate blue, deep blue, and cool purples. These can create a cold, sterile feeling. Cold, sterile feeling. Opt for santans, mild greens, toasty browns. Sorry, I had to what? Muted turquoise, pale yellow, and other warm shades. Okay. Get rid of the screens. In other words, no TVs. Get rid of the screens. Studies have shown that having screens, televisions, computers, game consoles, or phones in your bedroom increases the risk of disruptive sleep cycles and weight gain. Wait. Okay, well, I haven't seen. You know what? Hold on, let me just finish reading this. While decreasing the hours of sleep each night and your daytime attention, several studies have found that children who watch some type of screen at night are heavier than their peers, are more susceptible to underage cigarette and alcohol use, and may experience irritable and attention issues during waking hours. All right, we're going to back up that question because my wife, I love her to pieces. She falls asleep to watching Harry Potter or some other movie or TV show of that type. Now, if she did that during her youth, yeah, maybe that will explain some of her weight issues. But I can tell you this right now. For some people, white noise plus a white screen of sorts helps them fall asleep for some reason. Don't know why. I would prefer to use, especially with little children, a sound machine that creates peaceful, calming white noise. Whether it's the sound of rain, a waterfall, the ocean, birds, something of of that accord. My wife has been losing weight. I can say that because of the fact that I'm the one who basically has to look at the scale to tell her what the weight is, and she has dropped a couple pounds, which is great. I love it. Um, as for the other information in there, I can't tell you because when I was growing up, I did not have a a TV screen or anything like that in my bedroom. Now, yes, there are risks of, especially with younger children, having a gaming console or a computer or TV or something like that in their room, especially if they use headphones, because a lot of computers, a lot of TVs and whatnot come with the option of using Bluetooth, so nobody else hears it. Now, unless you're patrolling the halls at 1 o'clock in the morning to make sure there's no light coming from underneath that door, a lot of times nowadays you won't be able to tell if the kids playing around or whatnot unless you hear them getting mad and yelling at the game. I would not put a TV or anything like that in a child's bedroom in the first place, because there's always that risk of, oh, I've got a kid, but he has sleep deprivation issues, so he has to have the TV on. Well, maybe the TV being on is giving the kid sleep deprivation issues. That in fact, if the kid cannot stay awake or pay attention or gets moody and irritable and whatnot during the daytime, yeah, you might want to take that screen out of the room. But as adults, we have more control over, choosing to turn the TV off to go to sleep because it's getting close to midnight or past. As people who either are retired or work from home or anything like that, they can pick and choose when to watch TV, when to sleep, the whole 9 yards. I try to keep a regular schedule of being in bed by midnight, hopefully being asleep by 2, waking up at 10. So I'm guaranteed to get at least 6 to 8 hours worth of sleep. Not always guaranteed though, because of who I am. My wife makes the right kind of noise or movement on the bed will wake me up and make me go, huh? Okay, she's okay. I can go back to sleep. That kind of thing. So it depends on the person. But yeah, if you have issues with being distracted or keep watching TV or forcing yourself to stay awake to finish a game or something like that, maybe you shouldn't have that in the bedroom. Remove visible clutter. I can already tell you this is going to be a long one, so I'll try to cut it off somewhere soon. Remove visible clutter. Many people use their bedrooms to hide items that they don't want seen in more public rooms. However, a cluttered bedroom does not create a feeling of lightness, comfort, and well-being. If you don't have closets or storage space in another area of your home for your stuff, get rid of it. That's what I keep on saying. If we can't find a place to house it without being uncomfortable or overflowing, just get rid of it. But that's me. This goes for the guest room as well, which is a room for the care of guests. So basically, if your guest room is a little overcluttered and whatnot, get rid of it. If you can't find storage in your bedroom or in any other part of the house, get rid of it. That's going to be a theme of mine from now on. Oh, we can't find space for it. Get rid of it. I know Jerry will have a fit, but oh well. I love my wife, but it's kind of like I'm kind of getting tired of cramming stuff in places that are already overflowing and not easily to get in and out of. Like the armoire in our guest room, it's full of costumes, odds and ends, boxes that I think I threw away a bunch of boxes. I pulled out like 3 boxes with old cell phones in them that are so out of date. Miles just send them to the recycling factory. I wish I would have known that before we went to the E place, because I would have been like, here's 3 very old phones, recycle them. Yes, they're still in the boxes because my wife likes keeping the boxes. Don't know why. I wonder if they have that thing, that cell phone dump place at Walmart still. The machine that you just put your old cell phones in, and I don't know. Anyhow, let's see here. Do not eat in your bedroom. This was an ironclad rule for my siblings and me when we were growing up. Eating was done in the kitchen, dining room, or backyard picnic table. Sleeping and playing took place in the bedroom. Now that I am an adult, I am surprised at how many dirty bowls and plates I see on people's bedside tables, or worse, the floor around their bed. Eating in your bedroom undermines its role as an inner sanctum, a place where you go to rest and recharge. Plus, it is unsightly and can attract pests. Oh, okay, I can finish this real quick. Yeah, I hate eating in the bedroom. I try my best to eliminate any kind of eating in the bedroom, even if it's a late night Nutri-Grain bar or something like that to snack on before going to sleep. The crumbs, the wrappers, the possibility of attracting ants and roaches and any other little critter you don't really want to be in your bed with. Just unsanitary, unclean, unhealthy. That's my take on it. And I hate it when Jerry goes, "Can I eat this in bed?" You clean up the crumbs. And usually if I do let her eat something in the bedroom, if it's a dish or something like that, I make sure it's in the kitchen before I even think about going to sleep. Now, in other words, the last time I let her eat in bed because she was not feeling very good, I went in there, gave her the sandwich, or I forgot what it was I brought her, and like half an hour later, I went in there and said, "You done? Okay, let me take this to the kitchen." I did not let it sit in the bedroom for any longer than 30 minutes if I can afford to, or help it. All right, next one. Choose appropriate art. The image that you see right before slumber affects your state of mind during sleep, which in turn can affect your sleep cycle. No matter how famous the artist or how dazzling the work, avoid pieces that depict suffering, violence, or anything disturbing. Choose uplifting pictures and plants to decorate your special space. I tell you what, growing up as a teenager, most of the artwork I had in my bedroom as a teenager was one life-size picture of John Wayne on my closet door, and I had a walk-in closet. I was one of 2 rooms that had a walk-in closet, my bedroom and the master suite. I lucked out and got the bedroom with the walk-in closet between me, mom, and my cousin and her son that lived with us at the time. Most of the other artwork or whatnot that was hanging up in the room might have been a little dark in coloring, but they were positive and uplifting because they were, well, one of them was the armor of God. The other one was another one that had to do with a religious depiction and saying. Then there was, I forgot what other pictures were in there. What other posters did I have hanging up on my walls as a teenager and a young adult? Darn it, I don't remember. I just remember those 3 particular ones because they traveled with, well, John Wayne ended up, I was trying to take John Wayne off the door to move to Missouri and ended up ripping it. So he never came with me to Missouri. But the other ones did. Oh, the sign, no. I had two different ElfQuest 25th anniversary posters. One was signed and one was not signed. Probably had the not signed one hanging up somewhere in my room. Let's see here. Do not keep clothing on chairs, exercise equipment, or bed. If you do not have a proper closet for clothing, invest in an armoire or wardrobe that will match your room. Keeping clothing and shoes out creates a untidy, uncluttered room, or untidy, cluttered room. I agree with that. At the end of my bed is usually either a pair of clothing, whether it was sweatpants or something I wore during the daytime around the house but did not get dirty. Sometimes they will be at the end of the bed or heaped up in a pile on the floor between the bed and the closet. And my shoes were out. And it was not exactly the tidiest or cleanest look for a bedroom. That and the factor, we have a white comforter that is a year-round thing, year-round used item that during the summertime we fold up and keep at our feet, and that usually ends up getting kicked off and onto a pair of trunks at the end at the foot of the bed, which houses our bedroom linens, which I think we have to go through and downsize. So there's a lot of little things that are in our room that now that I just read that, I'm going, gotta change that, gotta pick that up, gotta clean that up, gotta remove that. And right now our room is kind of a work in progress because it's one of the three rooms that are getting major overhauls, major rearrangement, and the whole 9 yards. And I'm like, the only major rearrangement in this room besides the H hutch and the 2 display cabinets is just to clean it up, pick it up, declutter it, hugify it. So I know what's going on in those rooms, but I still, at this point in time, I look at my bedroom and go, when we change it, that's not happening, and that's not happening, and that's not happening, and heck no with that one. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. So, yeah. Anyhow, hopefully you enjoyed this little video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you, thumbs up, thumbs down, doesn't matter. That's no longer a determining factor of what I'm doing on this channel. What's a determining factor of what I'm doing on this channel is my brain, and maybe questions from you, the viewers, that I may or may not answer. That goes to my second part. If you have a question or comment about this video, go ahead and put it in the question and comment section. I will look at them and I will answer them in one way or another. If I don't answer them with actual typed out words or on here, I usually give it a heart or a thumbs up or both, depending on where my brain is. My brain is not always. I'm sorry, my brain is not always with me. But yeah, any questions or comments, go ahead and put them in the question comment box. I will address them to my best ability and or my mood, or depending on what it is. I do look at them. If you're new to my channel and you enjoyed this conversation or this segment, you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you want to, and a little bell pop up to let you know when you click on the little bell, and it will have YouTube notify you when I put in my next video. Real quick deal before I actually get off here is don't use one of these videos to determine if you want to subscribe or not. Go back and look at some of the other videos of this category, the cozy videos, or just any of the videos in general, to make your decision. I try my best to inspire people to do better, make things better for themselves, their home, their life. I don't know how successful I am. I've seen a lot of videos saying that it sounds very successful, but I'm happy with everything that's been going on lately, both on this channel and in my life in general, because it's changing for the better. Anyhow, yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you guys have a good day. Come on back. I will continue this until I'm done with this book, and then we'll see what adventures or what directions I go into the future with other book readings or just general stuff. So until next time, yeah, guys, enjoy. Bye.